Hey Digidestin, it's Ty! Check out the video on all the times I met Agumon.
Hey guys, before I begin the review, please do remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our content. We released a video on the Digimon World Tour series and why I love those episodes so much, so please do go and check that video out. We're also going to upload a special video regarding Digimon next week, so please subscribe and click the bell to be notified when that video will be released. And believe me guys, you don't want to miss that video. Now then, let's crack on with the review. Carrying on where we left off, we had the army of Megadramon coming in, and I have to say, the Shadow Wing that Garudamon used to kill one of the Megadramon was probably the best looking one in the series so far. Look at the detail on the attack. You can actually see the detail on the Phoenix's face on the attack itself. And then she uses another Shadow Wing that wasn't a Phoenix but resembled more of a fiery energy ball, like a certain Mega Digimon's Terra Force attack. All the satellites are orbiting elsewhere. It's space. Moon Millenniummon is doing it. Like I said in the last two reviews, it's the perfect build up for it. However, I'm not really sure how the satellites will play a part unless the data is being absorbed by the satellite in some way to be sent to the digital world, because I keep saying that Moon Millenniummon will go through space from the real world and then through that he will go into the digital world. Maybe one of the routes that he will take is through the satellites being used, all 6 of them, because he is a monster of a Digimon, and he will just then transport through them and their networks and to then go into the digital world through the Black Lightning. That could be what happens. Later in the episode we find out from Izzy that the satellites are about to crash into the International Space Station. I'm not too sure if that's actually the case, but we will find out soon. Tai has really stepped up as a leader these past 2 episodes, telling Sora what to do, and even in the last episode he informed everyone what was happening and what he is going to do with the whole Kari being kidnapped by Skull Knightmon. I think the Don Devimon experience has given him more confidence to take charge, because we know he will be headstrong in his approach and he will always lead by example, like the Metal Tyrannomon episodes. However, actually giving orders and directions, that was more Matt and Izzy's characteristic, but Tai wasn't doing that as much. However, the past 2 episodes, including this episode, he has been epic. And what I love the most is that he doesn't shout. He just says it how it is in a calm manner. That is such a change to the shouting and screaming that we usually see the leader in the group do. But he has been different. He's more of a humble leader this time rather than the massive personality he had back in the original. And I like it. We can see him growing more confident as the series goes on, whereas in the original, he already had that confidence to lead. Parrotmon enters the fight. Holy shit, this is a throwback to Kizuna and the original adventure. Parrotmon's claws damaged some of Metalgreymon's arm, so this is some powered up, battle-hardened version of Parrotmon. But then, just to top it all off, Parrotmon then digivolves to Crossmon. Eaglemon in the English, but I'll be using the Japanese name for this review. I love how the Dark Lightning actually made them digivolve as well, because Digimon want to digivolve. As I said last week, one of the reasons why I believe the Digimon are attacking the kids is because they don't want to kill the Digidestin, but only the partner Digimon, because they want to digivolve. That's my theory anyway. However, if they can digivolve with the Dark Lightning, it makes more sense why the Digimon in this island would want to be on Moon Millenniummon and Skull Knightmon's side, because now they are granted their wish of digivolving without the need of being battle hardened and gaining that XP, or have a Digidestined partner. Why wouldn't they choose the dark side? Giga Destroyer of course won't be enough. Metalgreymon vs Parrotmon in this episode would have been a tough fight, so Crossmon would just eat Metalgreymon alive in this fight as he charged at Tai and Metalgreymon, shooting himself like a laser beam, and you hear Tai and Metalgreymon scream in agony. I guess they're not enjoying the holiday season in 2020. We see a glimpse of Kari. The show is just letting us know that she's not dead. Tai and Agumon are having a heart-to-heart conversation, and for the first time in many episodes, we finally have some downtime for the characters to just talk. They both talk about the Don Devimon incident and how both of them were calling each other. Tai remembers Silhouettemon, but I don't think Agumon remembers yet. And by Silhouettemon, I mean Wargreymon in Silhouette version. We're seeing them both power through the Alomon, and along with that, we're seeing a montage of all their battles and struggles so far. Now, I know what's happening here. It's the epic build up to Wargreymon. That's why we had Silhouettemon in the past few episodes, but they better do something similar and epic with Metalgarurumon as well. There's no mention of him, and out of the 2, and don't get me wrong guys, I love both of them, but out of the 2 I would pick Metalgarurumon. However, you literally had at least 4 episodes of build up for Wargreymon. Are you going to do the same with Metalgreymon? And I don't even want to think about the other Digimon's megas, if we even get them at all. All I'm saying, Matt and Gabumon should also get the same treatment as Tai and Agumon have been getting. Crossmon overpowered the alternate mode attacks, but the epicness is the Crest of Courage aura surrounding Metalgreymon and Tai. It's giving him strength, and I swear we saw some Dragon Ball Z style fighting, with both of them fighting almost at light speed. But Metalgreymon getting this power boost does make sense, as we saw throughout this season that the more the Digidestined show the chosen attributes, the stronger the partner Digimon becomes in terms of strength, how fast they can go to the next stage, or even recovery time. I love how calm Tai and Metalgreymon were. There was no screaming, no shouting. Metalgreymon had his eyes closed, all focused up, and Tai was more or less whispering to him. Remember when Tai had that vision of the Crest of Courage earlier on in the episode? I think that's when he realized that Silhouettemon is actually Agumon's mega level Digimon, as he was trying to remember. It's only after he had that vision that both Agumon and Tai were able to remember what happened with themselves and Don Devimon. Tai and Agumon have been pushed to the limit, probably the most out of everyone. So maybe there's an actual limit for you to hit in order for you to reach the mega stage. And I think that's what happened here. The mega sequence, you had the Crest of Courage above Metalgreymon. It was just so fast. I couldn't keep up with the sequence. The animation and art was on point as well. We saw both the trident arm and the alternate arm transform into Wargreymon's battle claws, as his whole body transforms into Wargreymon from Metalgreymon. I love the beginning of the sequence. Metalgreymon's mouth just opens up and you see Wargreymon just come out. Guys, the sequence was epic, but it goes so fast it's hard to keep up. They also have different music as well, so now we have different music for all of the different evolution stages. All of the enemy Digimon try to break the chain and combine all their attacks on Wargreymon, including Crossmon, but the shield is just too much. Then we see the Spirit Bomb level attack that wipes out all of them. Gaia Force! It straight up just kills them all. None of them had a chance against it. That attack was just a massacre. We see him meeting up with Sora, but look at Lopmon. It's like she recognized Wargreymon with that expression. Maybe the memories of the Great Digimon War are starting to come back. Overall, this was a solid episode. It was all about the build up to Wargreymon, but I feel this formula of struggle and then we hit the next stage is getting too repetitive. We saw the same when we saw Metalgreymon for the first time in the Metal-Tyrannomon episode. I do like the build up to Wargreymon, that was well done, but I think they could have introduced him in a better way, or a different way should I say, rather than the same struggle storyline we have seen throughout the story so far. Guys, we will be releasing quite a few videos next week. One of them will be a video talking about Wargreymon's debut in 1999 versus 2020, so stay tuned for that video, as well as a special surprise video for all you Digimon fans out there. So stay tuned and care for nothing.